So this is just a video I wanted to do on the Flexifinger. I used this recently in an application of foils video, and I've had a bit of interest in it and a lot of questions asked about it, so I just wanted to show you how it actually works. The finger itself is made from silicone, and it's basically just a mold of a finger. It has a suction cap, which you do need either a glass tabletop or a tile to stick it to. It needs to be smooth. I've had a few issues getting it to adhere to a desk, so yeah, it needs to be a really smooth surface with absolutely no texture. You then have this section which fits into the suction cap. The finger has this in it, and that just simply slides on. Push it all the way down. You can actually see it come down till it hits in there, and then it's nice and secure. To use it, you just simply put a tip. This is actually a full well tip. The half well tips don't work real well on it, so you need to use the full well tip. You simply just push it in and push it up as far as it will go. Now, when I'm doing things like gel polish application, I might just use the tip that's in there. When I'm doing acrylic work and I'm practicing my sculpturing and things like that, you can use the sculpture form with it. Quite often what I do is I will get the tip and I will cut it down to size with my tip cutters and form basically a nail, a short nail. Now, if this was a client and they came in with nails like this, you could either use a sculpturing form to extend the nail bed, or you could put another tip on top of it. Most of the time I actually use a half well tip and glue that on. I find that the foil nail forms don't really adhere to the silicone all that well. I will do a quick demonstration so you can see. So you simply choose to apply like you would normally. You just use the tip as your free edge, like you would on a normal free edge. I mean, this isn't the best application, the form doesn't want to play nice. And simply put it into place like you would on a normal nail. As you can see though, these do tend to not really stay in place. I mean, if you wanted to, you could use sticky tape or something to stick them into place and use it as normal to sculpt. It's fantastic to practice your sculpting with, but yeah, they just don't tend to like to stay on. So what I do in preference is I actually get a half well tip and glue and stick, just like you would a normal client's nail. Applying your pressure until it's stuck firmly. And as you can see, that now gives a lovely extended free edge, so that you can either do artwork or acrylic work, gel, whatever it is that you want to practice with. It's giving you that lovely extension. What I actually like doing with this is practicing my cover pinks and extending the nail bed so that you get that extra length in your nail, and it's really good to practice that. I use the reverse method for my French, and you know, then I can get around with a file to give them that nice sharp crisp smile line before I apply my white. As I said, this is my preference. Now, the recommended size tip is a size 3, and I've used size 2s, size 3s and size 4 tips quite successfully on the Flexifinger. I think the one that I've got on it at the moment is a 3, but I've used a size 4 tip. But yeah, that's what I prefer to use. One really good thing about it is if you're doing French and you want to practice your refills, this is a nail I did a while back. What you can actually do is pull the tip forward to create regrowth, just like you would find on a normal client's nail. And then what you can do is go in, practice your filing around here, do your refill. Great for that. And yeah, it's just a matter of pulling it out. I've actually used a hand file and an e-file on the Flexifinger. Both are fine. Sometimes I find if I get a bit vigorous, the nail sort of slips around, but I just simply sort of try and put a bit of pressure there and work my way around it. I've used it to do lots of different designs. These are some nails that I have used it to design those particular things with. This one was a sculpt, so I just had the normal form, the normal tip with the form and sculpted that onto there. This one was a tip, and this one was just purely on a actual tip. What I normally do is if I do a design like such, you still have this section which of course was hidden up in here. You just trim that off with scissors and then give it a bit of a file if it needs a tidy up, and then you've got your lovely nail to put on display. There's not much more that I really need to talk about. I just found it to be fantastic. It's a little bit of an outlay, and I did question whether I should make that sort of an outlay, but I can tell you that I'm really glad I did. It's so easy to use. It's nothing like those little claw ones that you get. We've all seen them before. The nail on these is so much smaller. This is just a perfect size, because when you're first starting out and you're not used to using different products, or you're not used to the technique of acrylic or gels, because it's bigger, it's not as fiddly, and you have that space to really learn the artistic side of things. And I really prefer this sort of size to the smaller sizes. So yeah, I just wanted to show you what it was like, and I will leave all of the details on how to order or purchase one of these on the Flexifinger website. There is shipping costs, etc., to various countries, but if you get in touch with Sharon either through the Facebook page or through the website, she will be more than happy to assist you with all your inquiries. I found her to be very, very helpful, and she was just lovely. She let us purchase in bulk, so we saved on postage. So yeah, you might like to look into that. So that's just it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.